What's good, YouTube? Crown Jewel from Crown Jewel Boxing, back with a gem. Been super busy, but I wanted to make sure I did a breakdown or just my thoughts on Shakur Stevenson and Edwin De La Santos, which is going to be happening on tomorrow. I thought I didn't know much about Edwin De La Santos, but I had to recall that I actually saw him fight live. I was ringside when he fought Joseph Adorno on Jerron Boots Ennis's last undercard in Atlantic City at Boardwalk Hall. And of course, I think really highly of Shakur, so I didn't think he was much of a threat anyway. But he has a puncher's chance. He can punch. He did show against Adorno he can punch. He's with Samson Lukowicz. Shout out to Samson Lukowicz, who's helped a couple of my friends, Levander Johnson and Shimon Alvarez in their careers. So shout out to Samson Lukowicz, good dude, matchmaker extraordinaire turned promoter in boxing. But get to the meat and potatoes of it, the actual fight. Again, I was ringside when he fought Adorno. Shout out to YSM Sports Media who looked out for me that night. And my manager Marty was also there with me ringside. And I also saw another YouTuber and fighter and trainer in Greg Hackett. But on that night when he fought Joseph Adorno, like I said, he showed he could punch. It was times that he landed. And when he was able to land early, he was able to force Adorno to put his hands in his pocket. So he showed power, concussive power. And, he made Adorno gun shy during the times that he did land. But I will say, during the times when Adorno would set his feet and let his hands go, he had a lot of effective moments against Edwin as well. And I think at times, like I said, when he moved his hands, he gave De La Santos problems with his hand speed and combination punching. And I think that's exactly what's going to be the problem against Shakur. I think the problem is going to be even more exacerbated. I think Shakur is going to be too quick, too sharp. He places his shots a little too well. Too high of a ring IQ, too good defensively. I think he controls distance too good. And also, I'm going to shock a lot of people when I say this, but I think he has deceptive power. What do I mean when I say that? Because he doesn't get a lot of knockouts. So a lot of y'all say, he doesn't have power. I kind of compare him to, not saying he's Floyd, but I compare him to Floyd in that aspect where, he may not have concussive knockout power, but I think he punches well enough to have, to gain his opponent's respect and to stop them from recklessly walking to him. And we've seen a couple of times he was able to actually knock guys down. So I think his lack of knockouts doesn't come from a lack of power. I think it comes more from a stylistic standpoint. I don't think he has a style that lends itself to a lot of knockouts because he's mostly defense first, which is smart. The art of the game is to hit and not be hit. So that's what he does for the most part. So, I think, like I said, after going back and into my mental recollection and remembering watching De La Santos against Joseph Adorno live in Atlantic City from ringside, it kind of cemented my already opinion that Shakur is just going to outclass him. He's going to be too much. Of course, like I said, he is a big puncher, so he has a puncher's chance early, but Shakur is not the type of guy that's going to go in there reckless and get hit with something early and get hurt. I think it's either going to be a one-sided decision loss for De La Santos, or I can even see Shakur breaking him down and stopping him in the late rounds, whether it be on cuts or the corner stopping it. But I just don't think De La Santos is going to have the reflexes or the defense to keep himself out of harm's way. I think he's going to try to just walk to Shakur. He's going to eat plenty of leather, and I think he's just going to be outclassed. So there you have it. Of course, I am a little biased because Shakur is from Jersey, from a different part of Jersey from me. But, I rep all of Jersey and really the tri-state area. If you're from, my general area, I support those guys. So, again, the prediction, if you want to bet smart money, is Shakur by decision. If you feel like, you want to take a risk at a shot at making, a huge return on your money, Shakur by late round stoppage. But Any way you slice it, I got Shakur winning, going away, and bringing another world title back to New Jersey. Before I get off, like I said on my last video, I got some new instructions for y'all. I need y'all to use your jab. And like I said, when I say use your jab, I mean to jab that like button. If you like what you see, use the hook. When you use your hook, I want you to share my content to help the channel grow. The right hand, like I said, will be coming later once we're monetized in the form of super chats. But you can also use the uppercut. What is the uppercut? The uppercut is when you hit the subscribe button. Why did I use uppercut for subscribe? Because the word sub means under. Uppercut comes from underneath. Use that uppercut. Subscribe. Use your jab. Like. Use your hook. Share. Until next time, keep your hands up, your chin down, your ass off the floor. Peace.